we go further with the construction of similar triangles, and now we go for the type 2, where is I have just written that where one vertex is common. Okay, and with respect to one vertex common, we have two sums from the exercise 4.1 and one more sum in the problem set. Okay, so let us start with the second sum. Now in the second sum, triangle PQR similar to triangle LTR. I would just like to bring to your notice which vertex is common. Yes, vertex R is common. Further, let us see what is given to us. They have given us about triangle PQR, and in triangle PQR, QR is given as 5.4. Now, when I write this name, I have to be little particular because I have to take into account the angle R at this vertex. So, if R is here, this is RQ, which is 5.4, and I have RP, that is 4.8 centimeter, and PQ is given as 4.2 centimeter. So R is the common vertex for both the triangles. Further, you can see is, further you have here L and T. So L and T will be somewhere. PQR is here, so R is common. R is one-to-one correspondence with R, and you can see P is one-to-one correspondence with L. Q is having one-to-one correspondence with T. So you have your L here and the T will be on this side. Correct? Now, let us see the correspondence from the given one-to-one correspondence. Let us write the corresponding sides which are in proportion. PQ upon LT is equal to QR upon TR is equal to PR upon LR, right? And the ratio is given as PQ upon LT is equal to 3 upon 4, and in this lies a hint that triangle PQR is smaller and triangle LTR is a greater triangle. Yes, now to start with the construction, as you can see already PQR is given to us with all the measurements. So we will first construct this triangle PQR, keeping R vertex common, as you can see, and once we finish doing the triangle PQR, then we will do the division of segment. Okay, so I need little more space, so I clear off things. Now here you need not find the lengths because already the lengths will be taken care when we do the division of segment. Okay, so therefore we will directly start with the construction now. So we start with the construction of triangle PQR. So here I have RQ. So here children, always keep in mind, you know that you need the division of the segment part also here. So take it in the mid of the page wherever you are doing the construction, and the rough figure to the end, and just give a hint about the corresponding sides. So here we have RQ, that is 5.4. So I draw 5.4. After drawing 5.4, next is I have to draw the triangle. Now to draw the triangle, I have done this 5.4, point R and Q here. Now I have to take 4.8. From point R, that will give me the point P, and 4.2. for point 2 from point Q will help me to complete the triangle PQR. So let us complete the triangle PQR. After we complete the triangle PQR, now we think about the division of segment here. That is, we just take a acute angle here. So I have to take acute angle at point R. So I keep my protractor and my 0 is on ray RQ. So I take a 40 degree, 50 degree as per the convenience, because we have to take an acute angle. So now we join this and we complete the angle what has to be drawn. After that, we keep the compass ready. How many number of parts do we have? According to the question, it was PQ upon LT was equal to 3 upon 4. So this is 3 parts and this is 4 parts. So whichever is the maximum number of parts, that many parts is what we have to divide. So I take suitable length in this. I hope you remember. I had taught you in the basic construction how to do division of segment. So we cut this side, 1 part. Keeping the same, go to the second part, third part and the fourth part. So now you have to be very careful about how to go further. So here I have R1, R2, R3 and R4. So your Q point is at the third part. So what you will do is you will directly draw a segment QR3. Okay. After you join QR3, now you will draw an angle which is congruent to this at this point R4. So when you are doing that, you have to use the compass. That recalls the basic construction what we had done to draw an angle congruent to a given angle. So we keep at R3. I hope you remember. So recall, children, cut both the arms of the angle, keeping the same distance in the compass. Keep at point R4 where you want to draw the congruent angle and draw the same way an arc. Okay. Now bring to this point. Try to reach at this point where you can cut and see the common point. Same distance. Keep at this point. Cut the arc what you have drawn. On doing this, what you get is a line which will be parallel like this. Okay, children, get the common point. So I got a ray like this which is going further. Now what I do is I join this. I extend my segment RQ so that it touches at this point, and that is what point? That is my point T. Fourth part, point T. Third part, point Q. I hope this is very clear. Now to complete the triangle and get the point L, I'll again draw angle which will be congruent here. So I hope you can see we are doing twice. We are doing twice the angle congruent construction. So we go to point Q, take a suitable distance in the compass at point Q, cut both the arms of the angle, go back to point T, try to cut one of the arm and just keep the arc open on one end. Same way, come back at this point and try to reach here. Yes, and keep the same here and cut this end. cut the arc what you have drawn. Now join T. Now here when you are drawing T, common point and the point line should pass through T. I can see a ray. I'll draw a ray. And see children, when you draw it should be parallel. By vision itself you should be able to see that it is parallel. For me it has gone little. So let me draw it again. So better now. Now what you do is you extend from point P and cut the ray, whatever you have drawn from point T, and wherever it joins, that is your point L. So this is L T R triangle. I hope you can see the LTR triangle as well as the initial triangle PQR. So when you finish with the construction, you can conclude here, looking at the figure, that PQR is a smaller triangle, LTR is a bigger triangle. Is that very clear? So with that we finish the construction of the second sum. So completing the second sum, now we have the fourth one. Fourth one, when you read the question, it is triangle AMT, similar to triangle AHE. Triangle AMT, similar to triangle AHE. So what is the common vertex here? Point A. Right? Now, other than that, you can see in the question they are given us details about AMT triangle. So in AMT triangle, AM is 6.3, TAM is 50 degree, AT is 5.6. When you look at the sum, it is something similar to the third sum, the way how the sides and the included angle is given. So let us draw a rough figure. So triangle AMT. So the common vertex is A, so A has to come here. MT. In this, AM is 6.3, so I preferably take it here. AM is 6.3, a longer side, and AT is 5.6. This is 50 degree, TAM is 50 degree, and this is how the triangle would come as AMT. Other than that, there is a second triangle AHE. Now, when you look at the ratio given, so let us write the corresponding sides first. AM equals to AH upon MT upon HE equals AT upon AE equals 7 upon 5. This tells us that AMT is a bigger triangle and AHE is a smaller triangle. So AM is in correspondence with AH. AM, so here you will have H. If H is corresponding with M, T is corresponding with E. So this will be our point E. Is that very clear? So this is how the triangle will look like. So the number of parts what the triangle is divided, that the ratio is divided 7:5 tells you which is the bigger triangle. Triangle AMT is the bigger triangle and triangle AHE is the smaller triangle. So let us start constructing. Yes, the same way the construction will go. So I push on my rough figure to the corner and I erase this part. Okay, so that I have enough space here. M is associated with H and T is associated with E. Okay, so let us start. First we draw is the base of the triangle, that is 6.3 using a scale. That is my side AM. Next we take the protractor to draw the angle 50. So we keep at point A the center point of the protractor and the 0 is along the line AM. We have to take 50, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we mark at 50. We draw a ray passing through point A and the point taken. So this is giving us, to name the triangle completely, we have to still draw 80. So we take 5.6 in the compass, and taking 5.6 in the compass will help us to complete the triangle AMT. So 5.6. Yeah, it will be a little bigger triangle, children. So you have to have enough space. So I complete my triangle by joining this TM. After completing with the triangle, next we go to do is about the division of the segment. So what we do initially, we take an acute angle at point A and we draw the acute angle in the below segment AM. So when I take here, I can take this as 50 and I join this MA with that point and get ready with the compass to draw the division of segment. Now how much is the part given? It is given as 7 and 5. So we take the 7 parts. So here children, you can see my ray is very small. So I take small parts so that I can be able to complete it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so I have to make it a little more smaller. So let us do it again. Yes, I hope you have finished doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is the 7th one. So let us name it. It can be named as A here, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 and A7. So M is the larger triangle AMT. So I join M to A7. So you have to be, I need to be very careful here. So I have joined M to A7. Now the triangle AHE is 7 upon 5. AM upon AH. So 5. That means we have to go for the fifth part. So now what we do? Same way. We draw congruent angle. So at A7, congruent angle. So from there we go to A5. The intention of naming it like that is so that it is easy for us to identify the fifth part. Then from here or here you keep it and check which is fitting better. Yes. So we keep at this arc and cut the arc. Yes children, here the arcs are very close for me. You be very particular that you have use the entire page, then there will be no problem. Okay. So now I join A5 and that common arc and let it touch AM. So in that process you can see it is touching AM and that will be my point. Yes, H. Again what I have to draw a congruent angle at H. So to draw congruent angle at H, again we use a compass. Okay. So now it will be congruent to angle M. So you are going to draw angle congruent to M here at H. So how do we do it? Keep at point M. Take a suitable distance children. So keeping at point M, let us cut both the arms of the angle M. And now keep at point H and do the same. After that keep at this point on segment AM and try to reach the arc which is passing through M. Yes. Keeping the same distance, keep here and cut. Join the common arc, the common point between the arcs and point H. And wherever it touches, that is our point E. So have we got the triangle AHE? Yes, here triangle AHE is similar to triangle AMT. See children, I have got a very concise figure because I have taken the scale like that. You might get a bigger figure. The figure might be little more bigger in size. Accordingly, you can see the triangle AHE is smaller compared to AMT. Is that very clear? Okay. But whenever you do this construction, keep checking that these two lines are parallel. That is what will tell you the accurateness of your construction. Okay, the accuracy. Okay.